Hey everybody, my name is Priya and you're watching Phonology Legal. Now I have a playlist titled Jurisprudence in which I have deeply covered some important schools of jurisprudence. So if you have time and if you want to go through these topics deeply, then you can refer to my playlist. But in this video, keeping in mind that exams are approaching, we are going to cover some important schools of jurisprudence quickly. So the first school is Analytical School. Now this school studies law in relation with state. This school considers that law originates from state. And this school studies law in its present form as it exists today. This school is not concerned with the evolution of law. Whether the law is good or bad, this school has nothing to do with it. Now, Analytical School is also known as Austinian, Teleological, Positive, Imperative School. And this school favored codification of laws. Now, let us quickly cover some important points relating to Analytical School. The main proponents of Analytical School are Jeremy Bentham, John Austin, H.L.A. Hart and Kelsen. Let's quickly look at their important contributions. Now, Jeremy Bentham is considered as the founder of Analytical School. The name of his book is Limits of Jurisprudence Defined, and he defined law as an assemblage of signs. Now, the classification of jurisprudence as expositorial jurisprudence and censorial jurisprudence, that is, what the law is and what the law ought to be, was done by Jeremy Bentham. Bentham's legal philosophy is called utilitarian individualism. According to him, the ultimate end of law is the greatest happiness of greatest number. And he defined utility as property or tendency of a thing to prevent some evil or procure some good. The consequences of good and evil are respectively pleasure and pain. So with all these words and signs, remember that he defined law as an assemblage of signs. Next comes John Austin, who is considered as the father of Analytical School. He is also called father of English jurisprudence. The name of his book is Province of Jurisprudence Defined. And he defined law as rules laid down for the guidance of an intelligent being by an intelligent being having power over him. So I find this definition very interesting and very easy to remember. For an intelligent being, by an intelligent being. According to him, law is a command by sovereign backed by sanction. So the three essential elements according to John Austin are command, sovereign and sanction. And he divided law as law properly so called and law improperly so called. Next comes H.L.A. Hart. The name of his book is The Concept of Law, and he defined law as rules which are of broad application and non-optional in character. And according to him, the key to the science of jurisprudence was union of primary and secondary rules. So the concept of primary and secondary rules was given by H.L.A. Hart. Next comes Hans Kelsen, who is known for his pure theory of law. Now, what is pure theory of law? It is a theory that excludes everything which is strictly not law. So it is a theory which is free from social, historical and political influences. He defined law as informative science and gave the concept of sign and solemn norms. Other than pure theory of law, Hans Kelsen is also known for Grundnorm. According to him, Grundnorm is the starting point in legal system. So here is a mind map of Analytical School. This picture will help you remember all important points of Analytical School. Now, second school is Historical School, which concentrates on origin and history of legal system. Now, there are three basic assumptions, three important features that are related to Historical School. First, law is found and not made. Second, law is a reflection of spirit of people. Now, this term spirit of people is very important and we'll focus on it more when we are covering Savigny. And the third assumption is that laws are not universal in nature. Now, often in Historical School, you'll find that law is compared with language. So, just like language, laws are not universal in nature. The main proponents of the school are Savigny, Puchta, Grotius, Kant, Fichte, Hegel and Burke. Now, Historical School mainly developed in Germany and the main exponent of the school was Savigny. Savigny had two important definitions. First, of law. He said law is like language and has slow and organic growth. Law grows with the nation, develops with the nation and dies at its dissolution. His famous work was an essay, Wormburow, and just like Germany's car Volkswagen, Savigny had Volksgist as his theory. Volksgist means spirit of people. So Savigny said
any particular legal system is a reflection of the spirit of the people who evolved it. Law is a matter of unconscious growth, and customs not only precedes legislation but is also superior to it.
Next is Sir Henry May. Now, did you know that he lived in India for 7 years? Next important proponent for historical school is Puchta. Now, he termed individual interest as causa instrumentalis and social interest as causa principles of law. According to him, neither people nor state are the sole sources of law. Are that of Professor Ellen, who calls historical school revolt of fact against fancy, Montesquieu, who stated that laws were the creation of climate, local situation, accidents, and Burke, who considered law as the product of a gradual and organic process.
So here is the mind map of historical school.
Now, if you are studying jurisprudence for your college exams or for any other competitive exam which has a vast syllabus, then we have a perfect solution for you. Our course on jurisprudence and legal theory, which is very reasonably priced at $499. Let's have a look inside the course. So this is our course on jurisprudence and legal theory, which covers some of the lengthiest portion of jurisprudence in an interesting manner. The course covers about 15 topics, and each topic is taught with the help of smart notes, tables, infographics, flowcharts. And by the end of this course, you'll be giving 50 MCQs to test your knowledge. So if you're interested in our course on jurisprudence and legal theory, you can click the link here or in the description box. And if you're preparing for CLAT PG 2020, then you can also check out a course on Crash Course on CLAT 2020. The link for both these courses you'll find here or in the description box. I hope you enjoyed today's class. That's it for now. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.